God, dude, spray painting USA over top of the 45 seal. Oh my God. And then he sits down and waits. Check this out. Look at this. These guys went to a Tesla dealership in Manhattan and started spray painting Doge and some other stuff on the side. Oh my God, dude. What is it like to carry around a twig and berries that fucking big? I mean, you've got to struggle walking with an apple bag that hangs that fucking low, right? And it's not just one dude. It's an older dude too on the other side, spray painting Doge. Wow, dude. Check this out. That is absolutely wild. The reason I say you have to have a twig and berries the size of Texas to do this is because Donald Trump openly said he intends to send some Tesla vandals or whatever straight to El Salvador. Now, I don't know if that's going to happen. Who knows? May have already happened. I don't know. What did they even do? I have no clue. But the fact that that's even on the table, like, holy shit, dude. That is wild. And now the police are showing up. And he knows what he's doing, and he knows that it's going to get him arrested. Jesus. Check this out. He keeps spray painting. Oh my God, dude. People saying non-violent action.
Everybody back up. Back up. Everybody back up.
Oh, we got somebody on a power trip now.
Back up.
You're all here for the same reason. We're all here for the same reason. Let's take them up.
We're all here for the same reason, I think he said.
Thursday. Taking action. This is what it's about. Taking action because we don't consent. We have power. We don't consent.
Right! And out of the way!
Taking action because we have power and we don't consent.
Do not come close to me.
Oh my God, dude. Come on. Just, why are you on this power trip? Get over yourself, really.
Where are you taking? This is a unmarked car.
This is where you're taking him. Oh my God, dude, the apple bag on this motherfucker.
Planet, profit. Decency over profit.
Decency over profit?
Like a Constitution.
Constitution? Oh, look, there's a Tesla driver. Wow, they're bringing out the whole force, huh? For one guy that stood up and put his hands behind his back immediately?
Hello.
Wow, dude. That's nuts. This is the counterterrorism czar, I believe. He was newly appointed.
Realize that the taxonomy of politics in America is dead. It's not left and right. It's not even Republican or Democrat. There's one line that divides us. Do you love America or do you hate America? It's really quite that simple.
And of course, anybody to the left of hunting the homeless for sport, or I suppose in this case, hunting immigrants for sport, anybody to the left of that position hates America, right? By the way, guys, check out my new shop, owenmorgan.com/shop. I have a bunch of really cool designs on there.
And we have people who love America, like the president, like his cabinet, like the directors of his agency.
Like MAGA. Anybody that's MAGA loves America, right?
Who want to protect Americans. And then there is the other side that is on the side of the cartel members, on the side of the illegal aliens, on the side of the terrorists. And you have to ask yourself, are they technically aiding and abetting them? Because aiding and abetting criminals and terrorists is a crime in federal statute.
So he's saying anybody that doesn't agree with Donald Trump, anybody that is not full MAGA, is aiding and abetting terrorism. And did Trump declare war on these cartels? I don't remember. If war has been declared on these cartels, then treason is actually a charge that can be issued, because treason is giving aid or comfort to an enemy. So anybody who doesn't support Donald Trump or says, wow, this is wrong, we shouldn't be doing this, is now committing treason. And by the way, the punishment for treason is the death penalty. So we are moving in a very disturbing direction very quickly is the point. And people like this dude right here that spray painted on Trump's seal, I'm telling you, man, an Apple bag the size of Texas, for real.
Fucking piece of shit, bro.
God, dude, spray painting USA over top of the 45 seal. Oh my God. And then he sits down and waits. The Apple bags on these people. One can only aspire to have a twig and berries this size, for real. Like, they know they're going to jail tonight, right? At the very least. And run a real risk of going to El Salvador. Game over, it says. These are just security. This isn't.
Don't touch him.
Yeah, this is just security. They have no right to touch him or do anything to him at all. These are not police. Security likes to pretend that they're cops or something.
Touch him.
Like, he can sue the shit out of them for touching him. Seriously.
Spray paint.
Wait, is this Secret Service?
Name and badge number. Badge number.
Dude just asked for a name and badge number, and the guy's not giving it.
What police force are you with?
He's just not going to answer.
This is your country. This is your
Everybody's got
country.
back out.
This is
Everybody's
our
got back out.
country.
Everybody's got back out.
This is our planet. This is our country. This is our planet. You cannot ruin it without comment. They are ruining the planet for profit.
Which police force are you with?
He says NYPD?
Judea, how do you spell that?
Like, he's trying to get this dude's information, and he's just, like, not giving it. The NYPD does not show up in suits, okay? That's not how it works. If they're showing up in suits, then they're detectives, not officers, not beat cops. And detectives would have no reason to, like, show up and do any of this. They would send uniformed officers. They send uniformed officers for a very specific reason. You know why? Because if you're not uniformed, then shit like this happens. By the way, this is New York City also. I lived near here for like 5 years, okay? Lexington and 125th.
What's your name? What's your name? Yeah, sis. What's your name?
My name is H.R. Harper.
H.R. Harper?
Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up.
Yeah, I hear you.
Who the fuck are these people? What is happening right now? They're just blackbagging this dude.
It's probably ICE.
Why would ICE be arresting some black dude in Harlem? Why are they here? Who the fuck are they? Seriously. This is why people need to be uniformed if they make arrests. Always. And if they're not uniformed, they need to clearly show their badge. How can we differentiate this from a kidnapping? How do we know the difference? Like, it seems to me that, I don't know the law, but it seems like the law would say it's perfectly legal to like pull out your gun and shoot somebody if they're trying to kidnap you, right? That's why officers need to identify themselves so that shit doesn't happen. I can't believe that shit hasn't happened already. They're just grabbing people off the fucking street. This is literally exactly what the Nazis did, by the way. Exactly. Identical. This is what brown shirts did.
Defend your personal right. That's what my foot. My foot. My foot. Y'all got my foot under the foot.
Unmarked vehicle, unmarked police officers, unmarked fucking everything. That is absolutely nuts. Now, to my knowledge, somebody looked up the license plate number here, and it was not registered to like a police officer or anything. However, I understand undercover vehicles would show no indication of being linked to like the government or police or anything by necessity. So that doesn't really tell us a whole lot. That is absolutely like, what is happening right now? Holy shit, people. Then there's this kid who was arrested, US citizen, okay? Not like undocumented, not even an immigrant, born in America, born here, like birthright citizenship, arrested, held for like 10 days or something, didn't know if he was going to El Salvador. Finally released to his mom. Holy shit, man. And then there are these classics right here. We got people just busting in windows. And guess what? This guy is not a member of ICE. He is a deputized member of a militia. Like basically like Proud Boys, who have been deputized to like patrol the border, basically. Just bust this person's window in.
I can't reach it. It's up by her.
Drag him out of the car.
Here you go.
No esperaron a que la abogada se presentara, que llegara acá con nosotros.
It says they didn't wait for the lawyer to be here with us. Yeah, they don't give a fuck. Like they're supposed to, and they face all kinds of lawsuits, but they don't care. They don't care. This is happening so often that it can't all be litigated. That's the intention. That's the point.
Y rompieron el vidrio. Y eso no.
Broke the window. We have rights to be here too. Oh, absolutely they do. Yes, they do. They have rights. Just like everybody else. What they did was unfair. They took my husband without the lawyer being present. My lawyer's on her way. Want to talk, just talk. Wow, dude. Dude says, I will talk, but once my lawyer arrives. That is 100% legal. They can't force the door, they can't break the glass. I guess this is before. Can't do anything, we're recording them. Tell the lawyer to hurry. She'll be here in a half an hour. Oh my fucking shit, dude. That is wild. Again, deputized members of militia groups. They're not even ICE. Please open the door. Can't understand him. You have an arrest warrant. No, they don't have an arrest warrant. They don't have an anything. Do you have an arrest warrant? Do you have an arrest warrant? Can I leave? What if you all have an arrest warrant? They're not responding.
No.
Lower the window to talk. They shouldn't be nothing. Like, just keep your mouth shut until the lawyer arrives. Communicate through the lawyer. That is what you're supposed to do, legally. I can open the door. Do you understand me? No, he can't. There's no legal right to do this.
Sí,
Sí. Do you want it hard or easy?
sí. Pero cuando está
I want my
presente
lawyer
la
present.
abogada, lo van a quebrar. Dice.
They're gonna break it, they say. Talking on the phone with the lawyer, they say they'll break it. I'll record a video in case that happens. What's about to happen?
Ah, bueno, que lo haga, que lo haga, puta.
Holy f***, dude.
Grábalo, Elon.
Record it there. They have no right to do this. There's no warrant. There's no nothing.
I can't reach it. It's up by her. Here you go.
No sacaron
They
forzadamente.
forcibly removed me and my
A mí y a mi
husband.
esposo. No me dejaron.
She did the right thing not cooperating. Like, don't fight. Just sit there. Like, make them do all of the work. Make them bust the window in. Make them unlock the door. Make them carry you out. That's my opinion. I think legally that's the best way to do it. Because if this goes through the court system and everything and they're not legally allowed to do any of that stuff, you could get a shitload of money out of them. And it's not about the money so much as the punishment. You can punish these people to the absolute maximum. Do not cooperate, is my take on it. Unless they have legal authority to do what they're doing, do not cooperate with them. They pulled me out of the car violently. Jesus, dude. They treated my husband very badly.
Feo.
They treated me badly too.
Feo a él, a mí también.
Bueno, yo tengo que ver por mi
Now I have to figure out how we'll proceed with my client. Wow, this is a lawyer, I guess.
más que seguro. Lo van a poner
He'll most likely be placed before an immigration court.
de inmigración, van a tener que pagar
He'll
fianza.
have to pay a bond in order to be released. If he is released,
El señor va a pasar unos
probably have to spend a few days in jail. Why? Why? What did this dude do?
por la manera brutal.
Brutal way they treated him.
So, están actuando con
Immigration agents are acting with complete impunity. Yeah, they can do whatever the f they want. They have no checks on their power.
impunidad y saben que ellos pueden hacer
They know they can even break a car window while people are still inside
dentro del caso del
and
carro.
get away with it.
Imagínate si hubiese
Can you imagine if there'd been children in the car? Yeah, they don't give a f.
es,
Most vulgar and brutal thing I've ever seen. Yeah.
me da vergüenza
I'm ashamed of what this country's become,
este
she
país,
says.
lo que se ha convertido. Es una pena.
It's truly a shame. Wow. Jesus, dude. It is. It is absolutely a shame. And then there's this one. Dude busting in a garage door. An ICE agent or a federal agent of some sort or a deputized fucking militia knocking in a garage door. ICE agents spotted kicking in garage door in San Diego. Just screaming at him, do it now.
Somebody sit that way. Oh, the other person down there. They're going up. They're going.
Jesus, that shit is wild. Like, you know, if there's like legal action taking place, if this is a legal search or whatever, fine. But I gotta tell you, like, we didn't see this shit before Trump. We didn't see people busting in, not very often, it happened, busting into random people's cars and garage doors and shit and screaming at them to come out and all this. What is happening? How could anybody be in favor of this? And there's no due process. None. You have no fucking clue if these people are like illegal, quote unquote, undocumented, or if they're criminals or what. You don't know because you won't send them through the court system. You won't like let this be litigated. Trump just sending these fucking people to immigrants' houses or just random people's houses, like this kid who was a U.S. citizen, sending them there, abducting them, and in some cases sending them to El Salvador. That's just wild, man. So the bottom line, I'm so glad to see these people, like this kid who was spray painting and all that. I'm so glad to see him doing something and being willing to step in the way. Absolutely wild. Tell me what you think about it in the comments.